Today, Palm Angels are worn by rappers, football players all over the world. This brand should never have existed, because it didn't start with the idea of creating new clothes. It all started with a few photos of skaters on the streets of Los Angeles. And there is only one question here. How did a few random photos turn into $1 million brand? The story began with Francisco Ragazzi, but at that time he didn't even try to build his own brand. He worked as art director for Moncler. During his visits to Los Angeles, it was not the city's wealth that caught his attention. Inexpensive cars, not Hollywood. Something completely different caught his attention. Atmosphere. Palm. Old streets. Skateboarding areas. People who looked like they didn't live by any rules at all. There was some freedom in all of this, and Francisco started photographing skaters just for fun. Little did he know that this was where the Palm Angels story began. Over time, these photographs turned into a photo book. It was named Palm Angels. People began to be captivated, not only by the photographs themselves. They were captivated by the feeling. It seemed as if they were looking at more than just people, as if they were looking at an entire lifestyle. To freedom, on the atmosphere of Los Angeles, and then an idea appeared. What if we transferred all this to clothing? Not just print a logo, but try to transfer the very feeling into real things. This is how an ordinary photo project gradually began to transform into a real brand. And then something happened that changes almost every streetwear brand. He was noticed by rappers. More and more artists have started wearing Palm Angels in their everyday lives. Travis Scott, Future, Lil Baby, Central C, and gradually Palm Angels ceased to be just clothing. It began to become part of the culture. But along with popularity came hate. The internet started asking some very logical questions. Why does a hoodie cost hundreds of dollars? Why do people pay so much money for a simple palm tree on their clothes? I can make a print like this in 5 minutes with a spray can. Some saw style. Others saw overpriced clothes. But whether people like it or not, Palm Angels have proven one thing. Sometimes a brand can be built around more than just clothing, and around the atmosphere, around emotions, and around there is a feeling of a certain way of life. And perhaps that is why millions of people still buy more than just things. And a piece of Los Angeles. Which brand should we review next? Write, subscribe, and like.